Status Network via Live TV comes a show addressing real issues for real people in real time. A show teaching you that your heartache, worries, stress, and pain can ultimately reveal your God-given purpose. Our struggles can strengthen us. Our battles can reshape us. Pain to Purpose starts now. So stay tuned and get ready to go from your pain of your life to your purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your host of Pain to Purpose, Tangi Roseboro.
From Gaffney, South Carolina, the host of the Pain to Purpose TV show on Live TV via Status Network. I have in the studio the lovely Miss CARLATTA GATHERS, all the way from Charleston, South Carolina. How you doing this morning?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Awesome, awesome. How was the drive up from Charleston?
Rainy, wet, and awful.
Oh, I know, girl. It was raining so bad. We got stuck in traffic, and we left at a good time to get here. But still, it was wrecks everywhere, but we made it. We made it. So today in the studio, we're going to be talking about why they cheat. So we hope you guys have questions for Miss Gather. She wrote a book titled Why They Cheat, and we will be showing her movie trailer that she has coming out soon. So I'm excited to learn about, and I think this is her, third time on the show, so we're doing it in increments. I think it's almost time for the movie, right?
It is time for the movie. I've actually picked the cast for the movie.
Oh.
So I'm going to show a few of them today. I'm not going to say what they're going to play and what they're going to do, but I am going to reveal the cast.
Okay. Awesome. So let's talk about why they cheat. How did you come up with that topic, and what made you want to talk about why they cheat? And who in the world are they?
Men. That's who they are.
That's what you should have just said.
They're
why
men
cheat? We want to know why men cheat.
Now, I had it why men cheat, but I interviewed a man. And the man said, well, why can't we know why women cheat?
Right.
So what I did is I included probably like 4 or 5 interviews from a woman as to why they cheat.
Okay.
So I went from men to they.
Okay.
So whoever reads the book will get a perspective from both sides.
All
so
right.
they'll understand why they cheat.
Okay, because I know, women can be as devious as men as well sometimes.
Women?
Women,
No.
yeah. Some women.
We don't have that in our blood. What are you talking about? We're God sent from heaven.
Yeah, some women can be as devious as men, but we're not all out there like men. Mm-hmm. And I know I have definitely, since we last talked, I have experienced what your movie is about, girl. So I definitely want to know that. That's something that we'll talk about too later on in the show. So tell us a little bit about, was this something personal for you?
It was something personal.
Okay.
Because, of course, in relationships at a 20, everyone isn't where they want to be. So, of course, a little bit of cheating, disconnection comes across. So you want to know why they do it. And hopefully in knowing why, it doesn't justify it, but it'll allow us to try to work with the situation to avoid it from happening, or work with them so that it doesn't happen again.
Okay.
And because your mate isn't going to tell you the truth,
right?
They'll tell me, an innocent party, the truth. And they told me everything.
Oh, wow. How juicy was that?
It's so juicy. Oh, my gosh. It's juicier than juicy juice.
I know it was. So let me ask you this. Oh, God, what was my question? Oh, I can't even remember what it was, girl, because this is such an amazing topic right now.
And it's not just why they cheat, because that's the main reason.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. When you say cheat, do you mean sexual cheating, or do you mean just talking to somebody behind your back? Describe what that cheating is.
And in the book, different men tell you what they feel cheating is. Some men feel like communication is cheating. Some men feel like nothing until like actual contact is cheating. So if the intentions are bad, whether it's a conversation or the act, it's considered cheating to me.
Okay, so no matter what is involved, it's cheating. So if they're having a conversation behind your back with another woman, you consider that to be cheating.
If it's not a conversation you would have in front of your mate, it's cheating.
Y'all hear that? If it's not a conversation that you would have in front of your mate, it is considered cheating.
Correct. And not unless you're planning her a surprise party, buying her a BMW or buying him a brand new truck, then no.
Oh, wow.
But if you have to delete the conversation, erase it, act like it doesn't happen, have it in the bathroom around the corner, it's cheating, and you shouldn't do it, so stop.
Okay, so how long have it taken you to get this far with the project of what you're doing, as far as the book and the movie and getting your cast together?
The book was very, very long because it's just not what I think. I actually discussed and interviewed various men from various backgrounds with various incomes.
Okay.
So it's a perspective for, I want to say they range from 28 to 52. And it took me literally doing their interview. Some interviews took as long as 2 to 3 days. You know,
Right.
you would think asking a few simple questions would just be right there. But then once I asked the question, I probe to see why. Like, and one of the questions is there anything your partner could have done to stop you from cheating?
Right.
So,
I want to know what
I'm not
they
gonna
said.
tell you.
Okay, so like, what were some of the other questions that you asked, so that we'll know what to look for when we get this book or when we see the movie?
And the movie is amazing.
Okay,
Because
so it's already you've already shot it.
No, the movie, the script is just completed.
Okay.
My cast is approved, and it's my script has been approved by my production company just to make sure that all the scenes can be shot appropriately without any missing. Oh my God, I can't believe. I want them to feel the effect, because the trailer that they're going to see shows the man doing something wrong.
Right.
The actual movie, it's a twist, a big twist.
Okay.
So it's really
So
good.
let's do this first then. Let's see the trailer.
Okay.
So that we can get the audience engaged to see what they got.
Okay.
To look forward to. So guys, this is what's coming up. The trailer of the movie Why They Cheat. And I cannot wait. Oh God. This is awesome. about that?
How about that?
So you gonna do us like that at the end?
Yes, I am.
So, okay, so now I'm all excited to see why they cheat, because you walked in on it. Can you just give us a little bit about how your expressions was? Like, what can we look for?
I can't tell you. I can't. It's not what you would think. I can tell you
Okay,
that.
so, all right. So when you began to shoot this movie,
well, that's the book trailer. The book trailer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you began to do this, how did you choose the people who were going to play to portray the actors and the actress to
Honestly,
to do what they did? Because
it's serious, but honestly, it's just something I really wanted to do, and it was created within 2 or 3 days. And of
you
course,
got a nasty mind, girl. No joke.
no, that's the PG version. Oh yeah, that's the PG version. We actually shot it because I'm new to directing and producing, so we shot it in a home of someone very close. And I mean, producing is so much fun. We were all like together, standing on the bed, trying to get the perfect angle. So I'm in between them, situating the covers so she's not too exposed, but you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's actually my first acting in life, but I've been in a situation where I felt like I was cheated on, so the emotions were enough. So I mean, as long as you've experienced it, you really don't need
Now,
that.
where will the movie be shown at?
Well, at first, I'm going to have a private viewing for.
I'm included.
Of course, you are, most definitely.
I'm coming.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to advertise for it. It's going to be a private viewing. We're going to rent a venue, and we're going to sell tickets to view the movie. The movie is also going to be submitted to an array of film festivals. There are a few awards that I'm going to.
I have one that was on this lady who was on the show last month, S.A. Brown, out of Atlanta, Georgia. You know her?
No, I don't.
That's what she does.
Yeah.
So definitely, I would definitely shop it out.
I'm going
to her.
straight for it because they have Grammys and Oscars for independent films.
They do.
And I'm going straight for it. I have a very, very great cast. They're very committed. So
I'm sad.
We're going to win.
I wasn't included.
Well, you're so included. Stop it. All it takes for you to say I want to and you're in.
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to it because that is so awesome, especially, when you experience something like that yourself. I know the last time that you were on the show, you was talking about why they cheat. It was really, really good. But at that time, I was in a very good place in my relationship. And then quickly after that, it kind of dissolved because he cheated. And it was crazy, though, because I don't know if he was here. I know you was with Sheikah before by yourself.
He was
and
here
then
with
the time
us.
before. And so just to know in his mind, sitting here, listening to us talk about
He cheated afterwards?
why. Yeah, girl.
No.
Yes.
What?
So just sitting here listening to, what we were talking about as to why they cheat, knowing in his mind already and that he's cheating, without me even having a clue as to what was going on.
And you're sure he cheated?
Yeah, 100%
You
sure.
have facts of that.
Listen, the lady called me.
Oh, that's all the facts you need.
The lady called my phone at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And she just, because I thought, I really thought we had a committed relationship, and
Most of us do.
he was very persistent.
Did he tell you why?
Well, listen, at first I wouldn't give him a chance. So he ran after me for like 2 years for real. Very persistent. Didn't give up, just a listening ear when I was going through things in my personal life. And so I truly thought he was the one. And I even thought I heard God say that he was going to be my husband.
You sure it wasn't him? He may have been in the bathroom saying,
Girl, you guys, he was in Charleston.
Oh, okay.
But so I ended up getting in this relationship with him, and I went in strong because I don't believe in sugarcoating nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm with you, I'm with you.
Right.
And I got your back 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of female, if you need something, you don't have it, don't ask nobody else. Ask me
Come
first. So, and that's how the type of relationship we was. We had this strong bond that I thought, and people was looking at us, and they was like, God, I just love your relationship. Y'all have such an amazing relationship. I hope God bless me with my king one day. And I'm thinking, wow, this is so awesome. And all along, he was living a whole nother life in Charleston. And so when it happened, I was caught off guard. Because I'm like, no other woman, no other man, nobody, not even a child can come and tell me that he did anything. I have to see it for myself.
Right, you're right.
And so when it happened, of course he tried to keep it in the dark, but everything just started unraveling. And
That's
I'm
how
like,
it normally is.
how can I be so dumbfounded to the fact of...
It's not you.
So when I was in the bed asleep, the lady called me, and she was like, I'm just calling to tell you. And so it's so crazy, Carletta, because God had showed me this woman like 2 months prior to him getting caught. Because I pay attention to everything. And I had seen this lady liking everything he put on Facebook. And she
bold
would...
ones. She bold.
Yeah, she was bold, girl. And she would like leave little comments, but it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Just little hee ha ha stuff. And so I looked at her pictures. I was like, wow, this lady old. So I asked him about her. He was caught off guard. And he was like, oh, that's my niece, nephew's aunt. My brother have children by her niece. And he was like, she just a part, been in the family for a long time. That lady's 70 years old. And she's a first lady of a church. I don't care.
He was cheating with a 70-year-old?
Well, when the lady called me, and we talked, and she said, she had been playing on my phone for a while, wanting to tell me, but didn't know how to tell me.
The first lady of the church who's 70 was cheating with your man.
Girl, this lady, so when she called, she was like, hi, Tangie, my name is Diana Stevens. She said, yes, no, Diana Stevens. Yes. She said, I was just calling to let you know that I've been seeing Jermaine since July, and here it is August. And I said, I woke up, girl. I said, excuse me? She said, I've been seeing Jermaine since July. I said, really? And then I said, well, let me call him. And she said, he's not going to answer because I told him that I was going to call you. And he have another trick at his house right now, so that's why I'm mad.
Wow.
This is what she said. So I said, well, hold on, let me call him.
Are you writing a book? I hope you're writing a book.
I am. I'm going to put it in a book. And I said, well, let me call him. Because everybody I tell this to, they be like, please tell me it's a book coming.
Okay. This is good.
So I said, well, let me call him. And he didn't answer the phone. She said, he's not going to answer. So then he called her. He was calling her. So she said, Tangie, this is him calling me from a private number. I said, answer the phone and put me on three-way. So she did. And he was like, get over here. Get over here right now, Diana. Get over here. And she was like, I'm not coming to your house, Jermaine. I'm not coming to your house. He was like, why would you do that? Why would you tell her that? So I'm like, Jermaine, this Tangie. I'm on the phone.
Wow.
Click. On the phone.
Oh, my goodness.
So Diana was like, see, I told you. She said, oh, Tangie, he's mad now. He's real mad. She was like, she said, remember when you would be coming to his house? She said, did you see any new washcloths in the closet? I said, yeah. She said, I bought those for you. She said, did you see any towels in the closet?
So she knew about you?
Yes.
Wow.
She said, did you see any towels in the closet? I said, yes. She said, I bought those for you. She said, the food in the refrigerator, I bought that. The flat screen TV that's in his living room, I bought that. And she said, and I told him.
And she's proud of that?
This is what she said. I told him that when his queen, because she said he calls you his queen, when his queen come here, she's supposed to have clean things. And she's supposed to have food that she can eat and a TV that she can watch. And I said, Miss Diana, you was cool with that?
Wow.
She said, yeah, I was. She said, until he brought another woman in the picture. So I was like, okay. So then she said, he calling back. I said, answer and put me back on three-way. And so she did, and he went on. He was like, I never told your husband about us. I can't believe you told her.
So she's married, too.
Her husband is a pastor in Charleston of a big church.
Oh my goodness.
She's 63. She told me she was 63 years old. And she said, because I actually thought Jermaine was waiting on me. You know what I'm saying?
When you're in and out of town.
No, I'm talking about, before marriage or whatever. But, but he wasn't. And she was like, he's not waiting on you because he wearing my back out.
63? Oh my gosh.
With a colostomy bag.
Oh my goodness. Did he admit this?
Well, I said when he called her again on three-way, I was like, so Jermaine, just Tangy, don't hang up. I just want to know why. And he said, I don't know. And I said, well, how long you been seeing her? He said, for 2 months. And I was like, Miss Diana, how long you been seeing Jermaine? She said, since July. And it was October. So I was like, well, at this point, I'm done. I don't have nothing else to do with it. I'm removing myself out of the situation. But I was kind of like flabbergasted by all of this, coming at me at one time.
Just the people associated.
And I just didn't understand.
Were you living in Charleston at that moment?
No, I had moved back. Like, it was like a week after I moved back.
So did he say why? Was it because you were out of town?
No, after he told me that, I guess he sobered up because I think he was drinking, and then he started to deny it. So what happened was, she called me all that day, telling me little bits and pieces about their relationship, how long they've been seeing each other, the type of moves they was making in the bedroom, and
oh my God.
She told me all of that, and then so he called. And so all three of us was on the phone on three-way.
And he knew you were on the phone at that time?
Yeah, all three of us was on the phone because I was on the phone with her. He called her, so she put him in on the phone. And so all of us was on the phone with my therapist because I was talking to my therapist, which is a very close friend of mine. And she was pretty much took control of the conversation because she knew I was like livid, And so... she was like, y'all just give Tangy some time to think about, everything that's going on. If she say she done, leave her alone.
Did you try to work on the relationship?
I did. I tried to go back that.
How long did you try to work on it?
Probably till the end of December.
Why'd you stop?
I knew I couldn't trust him no more. So I knew because it was so much more that he did prior to that, the staying out all night long, not one time but 2 times.
When he would stay out all night, what would he say?
Look at you, that took control.
Because I want to know, because all the readers want to know, like, why men cheat, why they say what they say.
That's right.
We all want to know, because what he's going to tell you is what's in that book.
Wow.
So that's what I'm asking you why. So everyone who's listening, and my cast is going to play it to the T.
Yeah. So this is what, the first time he stayed out. So we started dating in April 2018. So by the end of May, I want to say the end of May, he stayed out till 4:30. He got in my car, said he was going to the store at 9 o'clock that night. I'll be right back. And he never came back till 4:30 in the morning. So, of course, I didn't sleep. I was texting and calling and texting and calling and texting and calling, and he wouldn't answer my phone or anything.
And what did he say?
And so when he came in at 4:30, I was laying on the couch in the living room at his house in Charleston. Mm-hmm. He said that he was trying to come up with some money. So that's what he was out doing. He was trying to hustle some money. And so I had my grandchildren with me. We was actually on vacation in Charleston. So I got my grandkids up and we left. All the way up the road, he called and he begged, he pleaded, I won't ever do it again. I love you. Let's work it out. You my queen. God took my mom, gave me you. I don't know what I'd do without you. So me and my little crazy self, by the time I got home, I done let him talk me into coming back. So he goes with me to New Jersey because I had to go speak in New Jersey. So when we get to New Jersey, he gets mad because I'm talking to this female who was dressed in a Navy uniform giving her testimony. He said that I had spent too much time with her and I must be gay, and then he walked out on me at the event, embarrassed the crap out of me. So I'm like, oh God.
How did you get past that?
It was hard. Like, it was so hard. First of all, you left me at your house, stayed out all night long. You mad because I'm talking to this woman about God. That's your insecurities, not mine. And then he kept saying, I must be seeing somebody. You must be seeing somebody, which it was all along him.
That's what they do.
It was
I
him.
know that for a fact.
So he, we got okay coming back down the road, but I was like, you know what? I got to get out of this relationship. So, what happened was I ended up going back to Charleston again for the weekend. And when I got there, he got in the car. He left. I'll be right back. I got to go pick up this money. He came in at 6:30 in the morning. I sat up all night long again, crying, calling, texting, nothing. He didn't answer the phone at 12 o'clock that night, that morning. I'm on my way. After that, he didn't answer the phone no more. So this time he said that he was at the store, he dropped his wallet, and he had took somebody home, and he felt like the guy had picked up his wallet. So he went to sleep outside the guy's house till the next morning to wait on him to get up so that he could see if he had his wallet.
Man, listen, my daughter could have made up a better lie and tell him to say than that.
So that's what happened. And even after that, Carletta, I went back. Even after he did that, I went back because I was committed to my relationship. And I thought I heard God say that this man was going to be my husband. That's why I held on for so long. But when he cheated and I tried to go back, I couldn't. I had enough. And I think as women, we have to get to that point of we have done everything that we can do to try to pull this relationship back together. But when that trust is broken like that, maybe one time, we work on it and get back together. And then he made everything my fault, your fault.
Oh,
you
yeah.
did this. He even called my pastor and told my pastor all kind of stuff about me. I did this. I ended up having to have a meeting with my pastors because of the things that he said. You know what I'm saying? So, but I got to the point, and that was another thing. He would call people. It's a wonder if he hadn't called you yet or got in contact with you on Facebook. He would call people in my friend list and say that I told him this about them, or I told him that about them.
He's just a hurt man, and he's trying to find whatever outlets that's going to get to you because you're not allowing him to get to you. Yeah,
and when I cut off all communication, he started calling my friends, reaching out to my friends, and saying that I told him this. So the people that I talked to, I forewarned them. You may receive a text, you may receive an inbox, you may receive a call. I don't know. But I never said anything about you. Just trust and believe me. And this dude will do whatever he can to try to make me look like I'm the villain or, the bad person in this. But I just got to a point to where I didn't care no more. It is what it is. If people choose to believe what you say, oh well, my life go on. You would not control my life by your manipulation and your lies.
Right.
Because that's what he was trying to do. So I'm at a good place now.
That's good.
I got up enough strength and I walked away and I cut off all ties with him. Nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with him.
No more.
No more, ever.
And you're sure that?
Positive,
you don't
girl.
think after a few weeks, months, probably a year or so?
Girl, no.
Reconcile?
Because my mind going to go back to everything that he did to me prior to. So if you did this to me in less than a year, because we only got together in April of last year. All this happened prior to October. We didn't even make it a year. So if you can do all this damage in that few months, girl,
I can understand.
I'm not going back. Why they cheat? I don't know. His excuses was, I didn't cheat on you. I was just trying to hustle money. She was bringing me beer, This woman told me the color drawers that you wear. She told me.
And what would he say with that? I had to show her my drawers in order to get the bill?
No, she had to use the bathroom, so she came in the house and I had my boxes hanging over the railing of the tub.
But he was still fully clothed though.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And then the lady said, TNG, she said, if you don't believe me, ask my 9-year-old granddaughter. She said, because sometimes she would be with me. She said, it would be an hour. She said, you remember times when you was on your way to Charleston and he would call you and say, how far are you out? And you would say, maybe an hour, hour and a half. She said, I was there. I was there every time. She said he wanted to make sure he had enough time to get me gone before you pulled up. She said, and it would be times literally you would be turning the corner and I would be leaving.
Wow. I should have interviewed him. He would have been a good one. I mean, I have some really great interviews. Some of them are like just raw and uncut, like. But I would have loved to interview him to see why he cheated.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't tell me because he know you and I are friends. But I would have loved to see what he said.
Yeah, and then even now, you know, he's still. I just told him, you know, I don't hate you because I was allowing my heart to conquer hate in my heart toward him. But as a minister, I can't do that. I have to forgive. That's and accept that's who he is. I can either, like I told him, I can either deal with it or I don't have to deal with it. And I made the decision of not dealing with it and going on with my life. And I will remain single until God bless me with the right person. And this time, I'm going to listen to the voice of God truthfully, because I know the enemy know how to set things up as well. And that's something that we have to be cautious about too, because a lot of time women, we be hurt. You know, we've been hurt so much that we just want somebody to love us, you know. And then men take, some men, not all men, but some men take advantage of that. And they play on our emotions. And they get us to this point to where we really, really love them. And they playing games. So we have to know the signs and the symptoms and
the warning signs.
Yeah, to be. So what would you say are some of the warning signs?
The change in pattern. That's the number one sign.
Yeah.
Because it's a man that goes to work. Oh, no. The man that goes to work, has the break at 9:45, calls you, has lunch at 12, calls you, have break at like 2:45, calls you.
And for how long, though?
I mean, all the time. Even if he missed a break here and there, you know his breaks. You know he's going to call.
Right.
Out of 3
Girl,
breaks.
that's so true.
Yes, out of 3 breaks, he's going to call at least out of 1. Normally 2.
Right.
You know, if you're in a fresh relationship, 3.
Yeah.
Y'all going to be burning each other out.
Yeah.
So your calls have went from 3 to 2, 2 to 1, then every other day, then no calls at all.
Right.
So that's pattern right there. That's letting you know he's at the same job, he works with the same people, has the same title. Why am I not hearing from him?
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, you have something. I don't want to call them that, but some people call them lot lizards. And those are the females that work with these men and know that they're married or in a relationship, and they engage in relationships with married men. And they thrive off of that because they feel like, well, your wife can never come into our job and see anything.
Right.
Like, you would be amazed of how much infidelity goes on at the workplace.
Wow.
It's awful. The majority, well, I won't say the majority, but a good bit of my interviews, some of them, there was some cheating going on the job. It's safe cheating. Like,
wow.
Like you're going to see them every day. So it's not like you have to call or text, which leave trails. So, and you know, your wife isn't coming into your place of business. Most places has like sign-in badges, things like that. So you have to have that to get in. So it's not like you can be popped up on like at a hotel, at a movies, or at dinner, or anything like that. So, and then some places, you know, have secluded areas that they can talk and do whatever cheaters do.
Right. So what would you say enough is enough? Like, is it to each his own, you know, because I know everybody is different.
Everybody is different. I just feel like if the situation keeps happening and it cannot get better, then I feel like enough. What's the point of staying? If he's cheating every week, every month, every year, like, you have health, your health you should be, you know, concerned about when it comes down to that. And I just feel like if you don't care about, if your love has kind of compromised your dignity and respect, at least consider your health, because that's how you're going to be here to see your kids grow, maybe your grandkids, you know, travel the world, stuff like that.
Listen, guys, I'm going to give the number out because I want you guys to call in to the show. 470-251-4343, 470-251-4343. Make sure y'all call into the show if you're tuned in. Listen, and you was on spot when you said that the pattern. Now, Jermaine, I knew his pattern from sun up to sundown. I know that he couldn't sleep at night, so he was up for the most parts of the night, throughout the night. I knew that when he did go to sleep, he would get up early in the morning. I mean, he did this repeatedly. But right there at the end, before I found out that he was cheating, he started going to bed early. I already know your pattern. He started waking up late, or if I called, I don't care what time it was, he was picking up that phone. That stopped. So I was telling him, Jermaine, I know your patterns, dude. You don't sleep like that. So now all of a sudden you sleeping like a polar bear that's hibernating. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that to somebody else, but I don't believe you. You know, and so yeah, we definitely have to pay attention to the patterns, and it's not just for women to pay attention; it's for men as well. You know,
not really, because
I'm just saying, not about your book.
You know, the women now, dinner will still be cooked on time. Everything will be in order. Like
listen, girl.
Not we, but some women. You know, from what the book states.
Okay.
The few that I
We're talking about the book.
The book. She was just lacking attention. Like her significant other paid, did everything financially and wanted to make sure that they had, so he was gone all the time. His pattern changed, and she thought he was stepping out, so she decided to step out, and he never found out, and he would never found out because she didn't want him to find out. Like, men, based on the men I interviewed, they're a bit, I won't say sloppy, but sometimes when they say that they're not getting what they need, they get so thirsty for it until they do whatever it takes to get it.
Right.
Which sends us that red flag, something isn't right. He isn't calling. He's coming home late. And it's because they chase what they want. While a woman, we'll just maintain ourselves and, he calls me cute a lot. He has a good conversation. We're not going to chase and look. And men chase, and that's what gets them in trouble.
Okay, so I want to reach out to my friend, and I hope that she can talk, because what she's going through, oh my God, now this should be in a book right here. I don't want to share it. I want her to share it. If I can get her to call in. Miss Lyric, if you are tuned in, please call into the show, because we want to hear from you about why men cheat. All right? So let me ask you this. When you found out that your significant other is cheating, like, do you take that into your relationship? How do you not take that into your relationship that you get into after that?
Well, you don't take it into it.
I mean, you don't mean to.
You don't. What you do is you take what you learn from it. So if you know that it's the warning signs before destruction.
Right.
So it's some things you ignored before you was like, oh my God, this has been going on. I didn't know nothing. Right. So when you get in your new relationship, you don't look for it, but you can recognize it.
Yeah. You pay more attention.
It's a new situation, and you have to control yourself. Because I've been in a new situation, and I was like, I'm not putting my guards down. You ain't no good. All y'all are saying, I don't care what you say, but that was not fair to him, because he's doing everything to prove himself, and here I am making him somebody that I left.
Right.
So that's not fair. I could have stayed where I was if I wanted to feel that way.
Right.
But I left it. So I had to learn, just learn from it. Don't make it a career.
Right.
Not every woman wants to hurt you, just like not every man wants to hurt you.
Exactly. But sometimes though, I know as women, it's hard for us to not guard our heart. You know, after you've been hurt
Protect it.
Yeah.
Don't guard it.
Don't guard it.
Don't guard it.
Well, it's hard to do when you've
Protect
been
it.
hurt over and over and over. It's hard not to guard it.
And one of the problems, one of the guys spoke about in the book is dealing with tainted women. And you know, when a woman have been hurt so much until everything he does to try to show you he's not that person, or you're too good to be true. I know something's going. You're speaking bad into the situation, so that's what you're going to get eventually. Or he's going to leave you and find someone who's going to accept what he has for them.
Ooh, tainted women.
Tainted.
Listen, can men be tainted?
Of course, they're tainted from their mothers sometimes, just like we're tainted from our empty fathers that aren't there.
Yeah.
So I feel I learned, and if a man has a mom that hasn't given him the love that he needs, because I interviewed these men, and it's a lot of things I didn't put in the interviews because it's like really, really personal, even though it's anonymous. But a lot of these guys didn't experience like real love.
Right.
Like the part of love that's loyal.
Right.
You know, and then we had the conversation over love and loyalty. Which would you want?
Yeah.
I prefer loyalty over love every day.
Well, listen, I wanted my friend to call in. I don't know if she's going to be able to or not, but, and I'm not going to tell y'all her business because that's her business. But she ended up meeting this guy who was wonderful to her and everything. But, oh, God. And she moved from where she was to where he was to where he is. And they was awesome together. I'm talking about that was a magical relationship, and I was like, wow, I'm happy she's happy. Unbeknownst to her, he was living a whole total life in the same house as she. So he was bringing these women into their house, and they were his cousins, and they were not, because she found it on his phone.
And when she found out, what did she do? Did she leave him?
I cannot. I want her to call into this show because it is so serious. Let me see if I can get her on the phone.
But you know what one of the men said, and I know all men do not feel this way, because some men do need, just like some women need it too, a second chance. But a man says it's sad what a woman would do or allow to be in a relationship, and to hear that come from a man is
wow. I wanted to get her on the phone. Hey, Sissy, how you doing? I'm doing fine. So I sent you a message to call into the show. We're having a show today on why men cheat. Didn't know if you wanted to be a part of it, and you don't have to tell you why men cheat.
Oh my gosh.
So I sent the number to you. Call into the show like right now, so that we can talk so that we can talk to you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right.
You texted to me?
Yes, I texted to you.
Okay, I'll call her.
Okay, bye. Listen, oh my God, when you hear her story, you're going to want to interview her, probably put her in the movie. So, Carlatta, let me ask you this. Who do you think put up with the most from infidelity?
women.
You think
know why?
women?
Because we want to raise other people's sons.
Oh, wow.
That's why. We want to teach them something. My mama taught me something a long time ago, and she said you can't train nobody else's dog.
Oh.
And that's not demeaning the man and calling him a dog. It's just that once someone is used to doing something a certain way, that's how they do them. And if you don't do it that way, they'll bite you. So it's up to them to break their chain to want to do other than what they've been trained.
Right. Okay.
You know, it's just, it's.
So, your cast, how did you pick your cast? How did you know that they were the right people?
Well, I had a casting call, and everyone auditioned for the roles. I have a few people that have never acted before. However, they've been in situations where they can make the part real.
Yeah.
Like I've learned with producing and acting and putting projects together, it's not really the experience, it's what the person wants and what they've been through. Like you have actors who can't act certain things, but you have people who've went through this in life, so they can act that.
Right.
You know, it's not even acting, that's real life.
Exactly.
So it's a combination of people that have acted prior and people have not. But I'm very confident with the people who have not acted that they're going to relay what I want relayed. Just like I did, I've never in my life acted, and in that book trail I think I did very well.
Oh, you did real good. So when will it be released? What time frame are we looking at?
Well, the production should be completed by the beginning of August at the latest. So it should be ready mid-August, the beginning of September.
So you say that you were going to give us some information about your cast.
Yes.
What is it that you're going to share?
Well, the cast, I have pictures of my cast.
Okay.
They were actually going to call in and be a part of the show, but we're running a little late, and some people are at work.
Okay.
So I'm not sure that they'll be able to log on right now or not. But I do have some pictures of my cast that I wanted to share and introduce to them. Some are new, like I said, and some are already established actors in the South.
Okay. So I guess we could take a quick break so that we could try to get those pictures uploaded.
Absolutely.
And then we will come back. So we're going to take about a 5-minute break, guys, and then we will come back and keep it moving with Why They Cheat, talking about men, why men cheat. Let me just be specific with that thing.
And women.
She said they. So, okay.
From Status Network via Live TV comes a show addressing real issues for real people in real time. A show teaching you that your heartache, worries, stress, and pain can ultimately reveal your God-given purpose. Our struggles can strengthen us. Our battles can reshape us. Pain to Purpose starts now. So stay tuned and get ready to go from your pain of your life to your purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your host of Pain to Purpose, Tangi Roseborough.
All right. Y'all just saw the video of, the trailer of Why They Cheat, produced and directed by Miss Carlatta Gathers from Charleston, South Carolina, whom we have in the studio. We're going to go to the phone line because we do have someone that called in. Hello, Derek. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. So thank you for calling in. I guess Miss Carlatta wanted to talk to you about the upcoming movie. Congratulations.
Yes, yes. God is a good God. All right, Larry.
He's Derek is, plays one of the main characters in the movie. He also is that wonderful muscular guy doing those wonderful acts in the bed with the lady. I must say he took pride in his role, and he did a very, very good job until I said, you know what, you're going to be in the actual movie. So he's actually going to play an important person. I can't tell you because then you will know the twist. But he's a problem in the movie. Okay, so Derek, let me ask you a question. Being one of the actors or the main character in the movie, how did that feel? The realness of it to you, like how did you feel doing that from a man's standpoint?
I felt great, honored. It's a privilege to work with Carlatta, honestly, and the other characters that's in the movie as well. It's very much a blessing. I felt great. I felt real. It was a genuine experience. I put myself into the character. I'm 100% deep. I'm in it.
Okay. So how do you feel about the topic of why they cheat as a man? What do you think about that?
Well, I myself, I think that's a common, I guess, problem in relationships, so to say. I myself, I'm loyal, but there's a lot of men that cheat for many reasons, and it's something that people should pay attention to and really look into, and maybe look at their relationship from a better perspective or vantage point, so maybe they'll be able to improve their own relationship and maybe prevent that from possibly happening.
Let me ask you this then. As a man, and say you have a woman, whether it's your wife or your significant other, and she cheated on you for whatever reason. And let me ask you this too. What is cheating to you? Like, what is it?
There's different levels of cheating, but cheating is basically, I would feel, if you're in an exclusive relationship or a monogamous relationship and you share yourself in any way, whether that be sharing your heart, letting somebody else know too much of your personal business, having sex with another person, going out on dates in that type of way like you would with your significant other, I would think that all of those is cheating. Talking to a man, letting him text you and talk to you in ways that your man would. That would probably be, and you entertaining it, you allowing it, would probably be cheating because you didn't nip it in the bud, and you would know that you're doing something wrong, and you would be allowing that.
So when would you say enough is enough and you would walk away? And the second part to this question is, would that create trust issues with you for another lady?
Most definitely. Well, you live and you learn in life from different experiences that you go through. So I myself, if somebody cheated on me in a specific way, I would, of course, in any further relationships, make sure that I don't experience the same thing again. But if a woman cheated on me and like she had sex with another man, it's over. There's
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's over.
No, it's a done deal. You're not for me. That's it. You know, because that's at that point in time, you don't open yourself up to another person and let another man into you. When a woman does that, that's a different level of connection that she shares with a man. And I don't think that I should be involved with somebody in an exclusive way if they're sharing themselves like that with another person.
So is
I wouldn't second guess it. I would drop them like a bad habit.
So do you think that that's the same energy a woman should have towards a man that has cheated on her? She should just drop them immediately. And I'm saying a family orientated, such as a husband, wife, children are involved. I've witnessed where a gentleman was going through an issue with his wife and cheated, and it's because they had some problems. He didn't leave her because they created a family. So if you've created this family with this woman and she opened herself up to another man and cheated on you, would you just up and leave your family? Just like, I mean, you could take
No, that because there's more. We have ties together now. At that point in time, we'd have to really look at what caused the cheating. What did I do wrong, or was I even opening the door for that to even happen? Like leaving her out, neglecting her in the many ways that she might have needed me.
Do you think do you think that there's anything a man can do to make a woman cheat?
Yes. Yes, a man could drive a woman directly into another man's arms if he's ignoring her. If she's a woman, will speak her heart and her mind to a man if he's going to open his ears and listen. When men fail to do that, that's pretty much a core problem with women beginning to look elsewhere because they're not being heard, and they're trying to express themselves in a relationship with what is making them unhappy. And if a man doesn't correct it, then he's not listening to her. So, and then a problem will just continue to grow.
Okay, so what about a man who's corrected that behavior, but within a month or two, that behavior comes back? Is that a man who's attempting to learn, or is that a man stringing that woman along?
If a man if you saying if the man cheated on her and then a month later he cheated on her again?
Not even just cheating. It's the neglecting. Not spending any time with her, not respecting her, not giving her the things that she needs. So if he gets it together and then falls off every 2 to 3 months, is this something she should hold on to? How do you address something that consistently happens? Tell the ladies.
Well, if a woman is feeling neglected by a man, she would really want to look at the reason why he's neglecting her. If it's another woman, then that's really a problem. If it's something like business or him trying to make sure that they're straight and things like that, and he might not have been paying attention to it, and she brought it to his attention and he corrected it, then she should work with him because he's work withable. That's a word I made up. But she can actually, like work with this guy. She can build with this guy. But if a month later he did the same thing and he jumped back into his old ways and he was continuing to neglect her and it seemed like a repetitious thing or a habitual thing, then of course then she needs to look at this person because she's not actually able to grow with him. They're going in circles. And pretty much after a while, that energy that she once had, that resilience that she once had, won't be so resilient. She'll be tired. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired sometimes.
That's right. And I got one last question for you.
Yes.
Has this movie helped to impact your own life and understanding in a personal way for yourself? Did it enlighten you?
Yes, it did, because it allowed me to look at it from both vantage points, the man and the female, and pay attention to where problems could arise. Some people, you could take two choices. You could try to correct it, or you could, blame it on the other person and then try to take your high road. I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to erase and replace this person with another person. And that's a problem, So I pay attention to my faults that and I'm willing to correct them. I pay attention to faults of my significant other, and I address them. And communication is the key to any relationship. If you can communicate and work it out, then, you can grow.
Okay.
If you can't communicate, then there's a problem. That's already a problem, and y'all pretty much are not going to be able to grow beyond a certain point. And in time, y'all might not make it.
Wow.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It make a lot of sense, and you have answered a lot of good questions too. And I really appreciate you calling into the show. We are definitely looking forward to seeing this movie because she just teased us with the trailer, because I want to know what happened when she opened that door.
I know, that's right. It was getting hot and steamy in there. I know. Shout out to South Carolina and Atlanta.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much,
yes.
Derek, and we look forward to seeing you on the big screen.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a blessing, and I thank God.
You're welcome.
I appreciate working with Carlatta, and I appreciate speaking with you, too.
You're welcome. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right, thanks.
Wow. So he
That's
just
another
kept it real.
I guess you gotta hit the answer.
Hi. Thank you for calling into Pain and Purpose. Whom do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, this is Lyric.
Hi, Lyric. I was just getting ready to tell you to call in, girl. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to call into the show. I just wanted to definitely invite you to, call in because of the topic that we're talking about. I have Miss CARLATTA Gathers in the studio. And she wrote a book, and she's doing a movie on why they cheat. And I asked her, who is they? You have to see the trailer, girl. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So Lyric does a lot in Florida. She does movies as well.
Okay.
She has her own magazine business going. Right now she's in school and she's working. She does a lot too. But Lyric, I wanted to share some of the things that you were going through, but I didn't want to because I didn't get your permission to, and I definitely wouldn't have put no names out there. But just from your standpoint, can you tell us like why you feel men cheat, and if there's anything personal that you have experienced yourself and how you're dealing with it?
Well. I would say that I don't think it's one reason why men cheat. I think it's a whole lot of different reasons. I think the main reason why men cheat, I think, is they don't even believe that what they're doing is cheating. Because what they're actually doing is lying.
Is what?
Lying.
Okay.
Men lie so they can get in our pants. We believe them. And then when we find out they were lying, we want to say they're cheating. But they was lying the whole time.
Lying to who, though? Lying to themselves? Lying to you? To who?
Lying to us. Lying to us. The lie is what they've had to do in order to get in our pants. And even, like, some women, they don't even have to lie to, which is the crazy part. We got these women who help them cheat, because they like easy, open, open 7-Elevens all day, like every day. They just drop in anytime.
Yeah.
And then you got women who really trying to find a good man who have to deal with these women that's out there like 7-Elevens, so if a man really want a quality woman, he has to lie to her, and that's basically what I've been going through. Like, I ain't gonna put his whole business out there, but I met this guy who pretended to be everything that I wanted, and then when I really turned out to find out who he was just like so far removed from what I thought he was.
Right.
That it was horrifying when I found out who he really was. But this is somebody who treated me like a queen, put me on their insurance policy as a beneficiary, did any and everything I wanted them to do for me. And then it turns out that they was just like a snake.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? How did you deal with that? And how are you dealing with that, to keep your sanity, to, because I know that he was this amazing guy to you, and then all of a sudden, boom, he turned out to be this other guy that's doing all of these things, and you know, you had your hopes up for one way and now it's another way. So how has that affected you?
I think it have affected me a whole lot because I just feel like men are liars. And so if I meet one in the future, I'm just already going to automatically know he's lying. And be looking for the lie, you know? Because, it's affecting my trust. And then I got to be able to trust myself and my own instincts. A lot of times we fail to, we give them too many excuses when we see the red flags.
Yeah.
Because I guess we don't want to be too picky or whatever.
Yeah, too naggy.
But, yeah, I don't mean to sound bitter, but I'm just going to be a slave master from now on, you know?
Yeah.
You know, when
what
I
do you
do it, I'm just going to be like, pick that cotton, do what I say, you know what I mean? I'm going to give them the business. And, you know, whoever can withstand the toughness, you know, who the last man standing, that's going to be the one. You know?
Yeah.
Because he earned it.
Right.
So,
girl, you crazy. You say you going to be the slave.
cracking the whip, crack. Get
I
alive.
think,
Pick the cotton, you know?
I think that is awesome that you can keep a good sense of humor, you know, in spite of everything that's going on right now. But,
girl.
you know.
I have to.
Yeah. So going forward, you think what you went through would definitely interfere with your trust for another man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to find one that just ugly and don't nobody want.
Girl, they will do you in too. Trust me.
Listen, once you get them and fix them up,
I'm telling you. And then you're gonna be even madder. Because you're not even somebody I would talk to. Now I cleaned you up and this is what you've done to me.
Behind gonna try to play me. You
Okay.
have to be glad I gave you a chance.
girl, you done got the haircut, the teeth fixed, done bought new clothes, shoes, everything. He looking like a G, and then he cheating with somebody else. What?
I appreciate it.
No.
Yeah, so it don't matter. It's really, I don't think all men cheat.
No,
I don't,
absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think all men cheat, but the ones that do make it hard for
The ones that don't.
The ones that don't. And then sometimes we as women, we lose out on good men because of the things that we have gone through, and we become fearful and we push them away without realizing.
Yeah,
dang.
cracking that whip will run the right one away. Crack.
I crack it, man. I do be cracking it.
I know that's right.
I'm gonna tell you how bad I crack the whip. Like, this dude wanted to take me out. Texts me in the morning and he says, no, he texts me in the afternoon and he says, I've been thinking about you all day. You know, some new guy I just met. And I'm thinking to myself, what the heck have you been thinking about? You don't know nothing about me, you know?
Child, you'd be amazed.
What do you know? What have you been thinking? Have you been thinking about sex? Like, tell the truth. Shame the devil, you know?
I love her. Have you been thinking about sex? I mean, that's the only thing you can think of if you're thinking about me because you don't know me.
Right.
You don't know nothing about me. How are you thinking? How have you came up with multiple things to think about me all day long when you don't know nothing about me?
Right.
So, yeah, I'm like, never mind. Date canceled.
Right. Well, sis, we thank you for calling into the show, giving us your input. I think you're an amazing person to be dealing with everything that you're dealing with. And like I said, to continue to keep a smile on your face. But don't weed all men out, okay? And listen.
I'm going to get me a geek.
No, and we're not going looking for nobody. We're going to wait on God. The Bible says he who finds. So we're going to let him find us because evidently we picking from the wrong cotton field.
Better know it. Be cracking whips for the rest of our life.
Yeah. But we definitely...
Never lie.
Okay.
But we definitely appreciate you, and I'm gonna see if Carletta will let me send the trailer to you so that you can
It's
see
on
it.
YouTube. She can, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send it to you, but she said it's on YouTube. But when you see it, you're gonna get mad because she stopped dead smack in the middle of it getting good. And yeah, it's called Why They Cheat Girl, and I can't wait till this movie come out. So we're gonna have to get together.
I can't wait either. I want to see it.
Well, Lyric, we're gonna have to get together and shoot a movie too, you know.
Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe all three of us can get together because Lyric does that as well.
I'm with it.
Yeah, she does. She shot what was the name of that movie you shot, Lyric? It was awesome. It was a game banging. It was a game banging movie though, but yeah, but it was good. But okay, Lyric, thank you so much for calling in. I will call you later.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too, sis. So we got two different perspectives, one from the man, one from the woman. Did you send the pictures?
I did. He asked them.
Okay. All right. And so anything else you want to say about your book and your movie?
Well, I've already said when it will be released. The book is already available in a Kindle version, in an ebook version, and
it is
hardcover.
available?
It is available
on Amazon?
On Amazon. So it is available.
What's the price?
The ebook is $5.99, and that's going to go on sale July 1st through July 7th. It's actually going to be free for 7 days.
Get out.
Yes. It's going to be free of charge. The ebook is going to be free of charge. So I'm going to do that for 7 days. And that's just, it's to promote it, but it's also to give whoever can take time out to read it. The knowledge is something you need to know because we are women. We do not know what to look for. Like, who really wants to look for their man cheating? Like, that's just, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're going to look for the bad? But sometimes there's little warning signs, and you can try to like go to him at that point to try to talk things out and resolve the issues to avoid it from getting to be a worse situation. There's also a question in there in regards to should a man pay more than 50%? Should the woman pay 50% of the bills? What do you feel about that?
I think it should be 50-50. And the reason why I say that, depending on the job in the household. But the reason why I feel like that is because if we're building together, then of course I don't want you to have to take everything that you have to try to keep everything afloat. Why don't we pay together and then we both, build together? That's just how I see it. I'm not that type of female where I know you got a job and I want you to do everything and I keep my money in my pocket. No, let's meet halfway. You know what I'm saying? Even if you paying more than me, if you making more than me and you're paying more than me.
So if he makes more than you, you would still pay 50% of the bills?
No. If he makes more than me, of course we're going to sit down together and come up with something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I just don't believe in taking everything a man got. I think that's selfish, and you're taking away from the relationship because you're keeping him broke, and then you're keeping the relationship broke. What do you think?
I think it depends on the income.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it depends on the income. However, I feel like if you put an ad in the newspaper and you ask for a roommate, your roommate would pay 50% of the bills.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a difference between a roommate and a significant other.
Yeah.
So even if we make the same thing, I feel like the man, the superior being with the big chest and the big ass, he should pay a little more. Because as a woman, as a homemaker, we're still going to put in just as much because we're going to buy the groceries. We're going to buy the kids' clothes. We're going to buy his clothes. Like, so for a certain amount to come out of his check to pay bills, and it's a little more than yours because you're taking care of the homemaking side, it still balances out.
Okay.
So
that's understandable.
I just feel like it shouldn't be like a roommate. Like, I know a situation right now, the mortgage comes in, he write half of the check, she write half of the check. The water bill comes in, she write half of the check, he write half of the check. His birthday come, whatever she spends on him for his birthday, that's the exact amount he spends on her for her birthday. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, I cannot. But I just feel like we should be like in flow
So
together.
I'm wondering, excuse me. So I'm wondering if one of them was off a few dollars, you know, would it be an argument?
It would be.
Because that's how.
That's how anal the situation is, and I feel like when we're operating as one, it shouldn't be like that.
Right.
It shouldn't be like that. And another question is in regards to the woman answering her significant other's cell phone. Is it okay for your wife to answer your cell phone? Is it okay for her to go through your phone? There's a variety of questions. Like I asked multiple women questions. If you wanted to ask a man this question, what would it be? So it's a lot of questions that cause.
Do you think women should be able to answer their significant other phones?
Wait, that's a house phone. Whoever's the closest to the phone answers it. What are you
The
talking
cell
about?
phone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can't lay in the bed with me and I can't answer your phone.
Yeah, I agree.
How are you going to trust him with your body if you can't answer his phone?
Yeah,
You
I
have
agree.
one body.
I
It's like
agree.
1,000 iPhones out there.
Yeah.
You can't. What are you talking about? Boy, give me that phone. Hello?
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know if even though I don't have anything to hide, I leave my phone unlocked, you know, laying out. But I don't want him picking up and answering my phone. But I do
don't
want to
care.
answer his.
Okay,
But-
that's not right. That's not right.
I will answer his, but I wouldn't though. You know, I would just say you had a missed call or something like that. But yeah, but I don't have anything to hide. That's why if he did pick up my phone, whoever I'm with, my phone is always unlocked. I don't keep a passcode on my phone because I don't have anything to hide. So those are good. You know, that's something that I talked about as well. As far as being in a relationship, because some women, they just want the men to give, and I just don't think it should be like that. I think it should be, sometimes we go out to eat, I'll pay. I don't have a problem with paying. You know, sometimes you go out, you pay. You know, I just don't have I don't have a problem with it, you know.
Well, I take care of mine. So, you know, when I'm in a relationship, the man that I'm with, he never has to ask for anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he asked for nothing.
It don't really help, though, because if they going to cheat, they going to cheat.
Absolutely. They're going to text. They're going to
They
text.
go to text. I was just talking to one of my friends this morning coming down the road, and she was telling me about a situation that she just had yesterday. And she said she was at work, and she said this girl walked up to her and asked her for her boyfriend's phone number because she wanted him to do something. I'm not going to say what he do because people know who I'm talking about. But the girl wanted him to do something because she had heard that he was good at it. So she said she didn't give it no thought. Everybody has his number to do this. So she gave the girl the number. And she said the girl laid the phone down. Next thing you know, texts start coming in. And she looked, and it was her boyfriend's name on the phone. And she said one of her other friends walked over and said, pick that phone up and see what's going on. The girl had walked off and left her phone. So she said she picked the phone up, and that quick, this girl had sent her coochie to her boyfriend in a text message.
Wow.
Don't even know him. Don't know him.
But you know what she knows? She knows that he has a woman. He knows that he possibly provides for that woman. And he knows that he's possibly a decent man. And a woman...
Wait a minute. It was vice versa, too. Because when she sent the pictures, the guy said, send more. And
so he had already gotten pictures previously.
Well, no, when she gave the girl the number...
This happened different times.
No, the same day yesterday during the same time.
Oh,
so
wow.
when she gave the girl the number to call her boyfriend to get him to do what she needed to have done, that was supposed to be it. But somehow it led to, how do you look? That's what he asked her. How do you look? And she was like, she said to me this morning, what does that have to do with what she was needing him to do?
Do you think that there's such thing as CDV on the man? Do you think that that's wrong to beat up a man? Honestly.
We can't put our hands on
Why
no
not?
man, girl.
I just feel like if you just get them right one good, I'm kidding. I do not do that. But I'm just saying, if you say, you hurt me, why do you do this to me?
Yeah.
This man will look at you like, oh, that's all she's
Listen.
going to do? That's all she's going to do? So he'll go do it again? But I promise you, if there's a consequence to his action.
I told her. Listen, so she said, the phone just, so after the girl walked off from her, evidently she went into the bathroom and took these pictures of her private part and sent them to him, because she came back to the workstation and laid her phone down up, face up, and she seen her boyfriend's name come across in a text, and her friend that was standing there was like, you need to see what's going on. The girl wasn't there with her phone, so she picks up the girl's phone.
Look at God.
Look
at God. Look at God. That was going to be my job. That was not going to be my job anymore.
And she said,
they work together.
The girl just moved here. She just moved here, so she don't really know anybody. So the girl walked back up, and she was like, "Hey, friend, come." And the girl was like, "You're not my friend, but why did you send pictures of your private part to my boyfriend? Did you just ask for his number because you needed him to do something? And where did it go from him saying, 'Thank you, send more pictures,' and him saying, 'I can meet you somewhere and park my car, but you'll have to pick me up so my girlfriend don't find out about us'? How did that happen in this time frame? You know what I'm saying?"
Let me tell you something.
So what she did was she screenshotted that stuff prior to the girl coming back to her phone and sent it to her phone. She screenshotted it. So she confronted the dude with it, and he lied. "I didn't do that. She didn't send that to me, but she got the screenshot."
Let me tell you something I learned a long time ago. Do not accuse. Come with your facts. I promise you, because I've seen a boy make a girl apologize for accusing him of doing something, and he did it on purpose because he knew he really did it.
Right.
And he wanted to make a fool out of her because she had no facts.
Oh, wow.
And I watched this with my own eyes. And because she did not know for sure, she was saying, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did this. You're right. I had no right second guessing you." And he turns around and smirks and start laughing. I'm looking like, you know what? You're dirty. That's not right. So you don't have to look for anything. I've learned if you're a good woman, you do what you're supposed to do, it will come to light. And when it comes to light, you just sit and think about this time frame that all these different things may have happened, and it was showing you what was really going on. But you're focused on your household. You're focused on the happiness of your life. So who really thinks the worst when you're trying to build happiness? And then and the only reason sometimes that they're sorry is because they got caught.
Yeah.
Not because of the act.
That's right.
Because typically when you create the act, you know what you're doing. But if you continue to do the same act, you're not sorry.
That's right. Right. And that's what I told Jermaine. He kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I told him, "Baby,
you are sorry.
Your sorries don't even matter to me anymore. Like, nothing that you say even matters to me." Going one end after, you can't tell me. And then he was like, "I love you." Do you even know what that is?
Right.
Love is an action word. You got to be able to show love, and love does not hurt. Love is God.
Yeah.
You know, and it doesn't hurt.
You're right.
So, but this is definitely a good, interesting topic, girl. And I hate that we got started so late.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You were able to get the information out. Again, my show is next month. So send me, I will still show the movie trailer. I will still show the pictures. Just make sure that I have everything. Okay. Now that they have it, they can
put in your file or something.
Yeah, they can keep it. But I'm sad to say that July is going to be my last show here on Status. Oh, so I'm leaving the studio. I'm leaving the show for personal reasons. Maybe when I get straightened out, I'll be able to come back. But right now, I just have to step away. I'm going to miss it because I love it. I think it's good. It's a good outlet for people. It's a good outlet for me because I love what I do. But yeah, after July, I have two amazing guests. It's a daughter and a mother that's going to be a guest next month. That's going to come on, and I'll definitely continue to show your stuff. But after next month, that will be my last show for Status. So anyway, time is winding down. Can you give us one last thing about the movie and the book, and tell us how we can locate you reach out to you.
I'm
And if
on-
it are you, so you done with auditioning for?
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
done. That's
Okay.
done. The cast is already
Okay.
picked.
Okay.
I have 2 other short films that are coming out. One is called Crack, and it's about breaking an addiction. And an addiction is anything that's associated with life, whether it's a bad relationship. That has already been casted. And then my partner is doing a horror slave movie.
Oh,
That's exciting. He's
Okay.
already started that. So I'm going to finish it out with him. But Why They Cheat will be ready and edited, produced, and all ready to go by August 1st.
okay. And so, how can they reach out to you, Carlatta?
I am on Facebook as Carlatta Michelle Page, on Instagram as simply Carlatta. Email is simplycarlatta@gmail.com. My book is also on Amazon ebook or hard copy, and those are the ways to reach me.
Okay, and again, make sure that you go to Amazon for the book Why They Cheat. If you've seen the trailer today, you know it's going to be really, really, really good. So is the book and the movie, do they coincide with each other?
Absolutely, because the book tells you why they cheat, and the trailer shows him cheating, and the movie is going to show you why.
Okay.
So it's not going to be what you think. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. So you came up with the storyline and everything?
I did. I wrote the entire movie.
You got to let me be a part. I want to be a part. I'm telling you on air. I want to be a part, okay?
Absolutely.
I
will reach out to you so you can come into Charleston.
Okay.
And I'll put you in there somewhere, but you'll be in
Okay,
there.
okay.
Very effective.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that. And so, again, I'm Tangi Roseborough, the host of the Pain the Purpose show. Like I said, July will be my last month. Supposed to be, who knows what's going to happen. They don't want to see me go. I really don't want to go, but there's some things that has to come into play so that I can be able to stay. But reach out to me on Facebook. I do have my magazine, which you see is up there. I have the lovely Josh and Leisha Proby on the magazine, the Upward magazine. That's from India. I'm actually in that magazine. I'm going to be speaking on the 22nd at the Warrior Queens Conference in Maryland, Largo, Maryland. That is the flyer that you're seeing now. I will be speaking also. I was honored at the gathering I won the Nonprofit of the Year award, and Miss Robin Brown is a realtor here in Atlanta. I'm going to be a guest speaker on the Fashion on the Sea in LA in September. So I have some amazing things coming up. So if you want to reach out to me to be a guest in the magazine, just let me know. Tangi Roseborough on Facebook, author Tangi Roseborough on Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I am on Twitter, but I don't never go there. And just reach out to me. All right. If that's it, we're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to my Status Network family. I love you guys. And until next month, you guys have a blessed day. We are out.